Yo, where my face at? Murder was the case at. Can you place that? Got me in the Maybach. Wish I could have water. Damn, the crazy thing is I've been wanting to do it like this. Where my face at? Oh, I never knew that. Oh, there we go. Oh, so now I just figured something out. What up, y'all? Good AM. Good morning or evening, friends. Wherever y'all checking in from. Let me know in the chat where you checking in from. See if YouTube show me some love. Get a couple people in there. Good old chat, good old chat. That's what we doing, world. So I gotta get it. Shout out to the world. No pressure. Nothing but game. True indeed. See if I can stop that for y'all first. Alright, let's get it. About 3 minutes in, I can talk that shit now. Raptalk Motivation. Be sure to make it to the end of the video. Subscribe if you will. Early morning freestyle. As you can see, I'm trying to gain my rhythm. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Let's get to it. For better or for worse, this verse may reach you. Or maybe you passed on up and didn't catch the message. I wasn't really trying to stress it. I was just waiting for God to give me the message. Wait for me to hold on, to be strong, to gather my thoughts. My brain was cut off. I was borderline lost in the sauce. But now I done found my lane. Standing, and I'm in the fast one on the freeway. Headed to do my thing. Doing my thing all the time on the grind as we spit this. Shout out to the chat. Tyler Facts said hi. What up, my people? Doing what we got to just to get by. What up, though? That's that Detroit slang and lingo. If you can understand that. You know where I'm from off top. When you see me walking the room with that Tigers D hat, it's not for no gang. We do our thing, no need to slang, but we slang this knowledge and these lyrics. Talking to your spirit early in the morning, hoping that you hear it. Don't fear it. Let it reach you when it can, because the words can explain. And I also got a question. Why is all y'all clowning Lil Wayne? He been talking about the same thing for years. Oh, all of a sudden y'all want to jump on trends. 3 people say the song trash. Not everybody playing the same ones and playing him like he never was the man. The couple Carters was whatever they was gonna be. Everybody have an off night. That's why my style is free. That's all he do. And he still was talking to you. Millions being made off the same type of flow. But now y'all want to act like y'all know and care so much about the concept of the things that he's saying. Frickle ass fans. I ain't see no difference in that Lil Wayne. I ain't dissing. But the album I did take a listen. All that shit sound the same. There ain't no difference in my comprehension. What up, y'all? Early morning freestyle. Allergies up and back to the bit. But let's talk about it though, since we here. I ain't the biggest Lil Wayne fan. He alright with him though. But I see a lot of y'all talk about his album trash. I see everybody that jumped on the bandwagon, talk about it, go out their way to talk about it, say how they don't like it, talk about the beat sound like a video game and all that. Actually, I kind of like that song low-key though. It's different. But again, Lil Wayne ain't my favorite rapper. But I do understand. Because a lot of y'all are just followers. A lot of people just repeat what they hear and try to talk about somebody and say, oh, this one. That last album was trash. That one when he first got out of jail. But I was seeing people talking about, oh, he back, he here, he this, he that. Let's be real, a lot of people don't even know how to consume music no more right now. Because they got y'all so confused. I ain't gonna even say y'all, they got us so confused. Because there's already too much other trash. Then you got music that's just, how can I say? They try to get back on the old school, but our ears ain't there no more. So we can hear how forced it is for a lot of our older rappers be trying to rap. You know? I mean, let's just face it, people are fickle. People don't know what they want. You can never read the masses. You can never please everybody. You don't want to be the same because you grow up and you've changed. So it's really a hard deal. Because the people that's listening, more than likely, they on another level. Because if I grew up with Ice Cube in the 90s, and he was in his prime, and you know, he was rapping about the things he was rapping about then, and that's where I started liking and listening to him at. And 30 years later, he grow, I grow. It's not gonna be the same. It's not going. The message is not even gonna hit the same. It's all about where you at in life when you listen to. I mean, anything you consume. You know, it's all about where you at in life when you check it out. As far as the music, movies you like, and what we notice is a lot of those same artists, what they don't tell you is they searching for that same feeling. That's why they be making part 2s to some of their classics and all of that. Like I was just online the other day and I saw Ghostface Killer, he about to drop a part 2 to Supreme Clientele. That's setting up a moment, you know, because they know that's one of their best projects. You know, a lot of people do that, you know. That's why Dr. Dre have a Chronic 2000, all that stuff. A lot of these different artists. Or that's why they remake a lot of movies that they remake. Y'all never noticed that? Like they just did the other Karate Kid. Karate Kid came out, what, the 80s? I know it's the late 80s, early 90s shit. I was a kid when that came out, and they still making them. But it's all about familiarity. That's why they do these things over and over. Because they want to have you familiar with something. They want to make you feel a little bit attached already off top as soon as you hear the title. They want to set your mind up to think about something as soon as you hear it. So that way, when you do check it out, you'll be thinking to yourself like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Let me check that out. I remember that. But not really realizing that they introducing themselves to a whole new audience, or they trying to. And then some people just don't know how to come up with original ideas, original concepts. A lot of people play it safe and just stick to what's old. I mean, let's just be real. That's what happens. Some people just stick to the old because they feel like, okay, let's just play it safe and do a Coming to America Part 2 25 years later. Shit like that. And that's the reason some people stay in relationships. Some people stay in the same relationships. They want to just stick to what they know, shit. They be like, damn, I know they cheating, or I know they ain't shit, but hey, I ain't trying to beat nobody else, or I ain't trying to start over too much. That's what some people do. They just stick to what they know. Bad relationships, same jobs, same careers, all of that. They just play it safe and be like, let me just stick to what I know, what I fucks with. But on the motivational side of the game, which we own, it's okay to explore. It's okay to see what else is out there. The entertainment, they just lazy though. That's what they'll tell y'all. And you gotta remember they had that writer strike and all that. They did all that shit for a reason. Writers don't get respected like that. Especially in music. I ain't saying like I'm front line and I know all the information, but you can just read between the lines and tell. And behind the scenes, they get that money. They get a piece. There's longevity in that. But look how much people sample. The real creators, the real creators, that respect comes far few and in between. Creating takes real patience. It takes real solitude. It takes real meditation. All of that. A creator, I'm talking about somebody who, I mean, don't get me wrong, it ain't nothing new under the sun, but new ideas. And there's a lot of people out there with scripts for movies, shows, making pilots. But look what they're going up against. They're going up against podcasts and TV shows and people who just sit around and shoot the shit all day. Think about that though. They be trying to make podding look difficult. The difficult part is the behind the scenes and the discipline. But they really do just shoot the shit though. Trending topics and they just shoot the shit and have a show. And they can do that as much as they want to if they got it set up like that. And if they got, if they got the structure to do it, the time, if they got the time and the structure to do it, they can do that shit all day, any day. But a creator though, somebody who writing a TV show, somebody who writing songs, someone who really gotta sit up and write the news and all that, that comes with way more, storylines. And another thing I respect writers. And I don't know, earlier in this video I was talking about recycling. On a lot of them shows, like them crime shows and shit, you would think to yourself like, damn, it'd be so many. But they be recycling them too though, They'll just change the characters and stuff like that. That's why a lot of the stories be looking predictable, Or you'll be able to solve the crime real quick. Because it's a structure to the writing of those shows. You got your, what's that, CSI, they have Miami, CSI New York, NYPD Blue, all them crime shows, whatever. I don't watch them as much. But that's why they got so many. Because it's like I say, a script. It's kind of like you can just add this in, take this out, make this scene here, make that person be there. And it could be the same story over and over. But they could just change the character name and change the scenery, change the town. People like create nowadays. People taking it easy and just being lazy. I mean, they play the safe route. That's just safe for these people. Let's just face it. That's just safe. Them investors, they don't want to spend that money and take a chance on something if it ain't got no history already. And that's why this business will be about who you know also. It's always about who you know. I mean, what you know can help you a little bit. But who you know definitely is gonna get you next level. That's just business 101. It's the reason why Star Wars got a whole franchise. Now, when you get a franchise, oh yeah, you on. And another thing they don't tell y'all as much, the original writers for them franchises, the ones that get paid forever. Because you taking their script. I mean, especially if they got the rights to it. You know, the one who wrote the first one, they ain't gotta write all of them. Because what happens is, being that you write the first one, you still get credit for all the rest of them. Because you was the one that created the characters. You know, you write the characters. If you wrote the characters, shit. Basically, everybody who write part 2, part 3, part 4, they writing off your character. So, you the creator, so you still get a percentage. They can't just use your characters. I mean, especially if you got it set up, all your paperwork and stuff set up right to let that part be your history. You know? And a writer's mind be all over the place. Don't get it confused. If you ever date or know somebody who's a writer or a creator, they different. Trust me, they different, because the mind just moves as a creative. You don't see things like everybody else. Everybody don't see things like you, and you don't see things like everybody else. It could be the simplest thing happening, but a creator, they gonna see some things that you didn't see when like, okay, let's just say you just riding or out somewhere and you just see a car accident, you know, or you see somebody arguing, or you see something happening, or anything. A creator, they gonna see all the different sides of the situation on top. They thinkers. Creators are thinkers. And don't have a little bit of consciousness too and grow older. Because they gonna see things for not only what's there, but what ain't there. They can see the consequences. They can see the, you know, the outcome. Or if I do this, what would have happened, or what could happen, or how this could escalate, how it could de-escalate. I mean, it could be both. Like I say, especially if you somebody with a consciousness, because you definitely gonna move different. But that's just how life moves, though, you know? Life is a learning experience. You have to ask yourself, is you ready to go next level? Because you always learning. Always learning. But do you take advantage of the things that you learn? It's all about applied knowledge. Did you miss me? Again, y'all. Life gonna be what it's gonna be. You gonna learn the battles, the ups and downs, the shakebacks, the learning, the experience, things that do take you next level and get you where you need to be. Those are the things that make you who you are. Yes, yes. All the time, all the time, all the time. All the hustlers out there, you know they say the early bird gets the first worm. Y'all handle y'all business out there today. Get to it. Love yourself, create. Do the best you can. Get with y'all in a minute. Like, comment, subscribe, Raptalk.